She had always been the kind of woman who loved too quietly, the kind whose devotion filled every corner of a home without ever demanding recognition. Meera married Arjun at 24, believing that love was enough to build a world on. For 7 years she was right. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of small moments to change lives, please stay with us and watch this story till the end. If there is any mistake or shortcoming in our story, please kindly forgive us and support us with your love, patience and encouragement. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness True Stories. And tell us in the comments where in the world you are watching from. Your support means everything to us. They built a home together, painted the nursery walls yellow, argued over groceries, and laughed at each other's jokes even when they weren't funny. She was his person, and he was hers, or so she believed. The cracks appeared slowly, as they always do. Arjun began working late. His phone was always face down. He smiled less at dinner and more at the screen in his pocket. Meera noticed the way wives always notice, but she told herself it was stress. It was work, it was nothing. She was 3 months pregnant with triplets when a message notification lit up his phone, and she saw the name, Priya. She didn't confront him, not yet. She swallowed the truth whole and carried it inside her alongside her babies, telling herself she would deal with it after they were born. She focused on growing 3 lives, eating right, sleeping on her left side, counting kicks in the dark. She named them in her heart before they were even born. Riya, Rohan, and little Reena. She was going to be their mother. And nothing, not betrayal, not heartbreak, was going to take that from her. But fate is cruel in ways that no one deserves. Meera's delivery was complicated from the start. She hemorrhaged in the operating room, and despite every effort from the doctors, she didn't make it. She died at 4:47 in the morning with 3 tiny lives, breathing their first breaths in the same room where she took her last. Arjun stood in the hallway, unable to choose between grief and guilt, and the weight of both nearly broke him on the spot. Within 3 weeks, Priya had moved into the house. She redecorated. She replaced Meera's photographs with neutral art. She told Arjun that the babies needed a present mother, not a ghost haunting every wall. Arjun, shattered and weak and drowning in guilt he couldn't name, let her. Priya played the role of devoted mother publicly, posting pictures with the triplets, accepting congratulations from people who didn't know the truth, wearing the title of mother like a crown she had stolen. Meera's family watched in horror but felt powerless. Her mother cried every night. Her sister filed for visitation rights and was denied. The house that Meera had painted yellow felt like enemy territory now. Then came the moment that changed everything. Riya, the eldest of the 3, was born with a rare blood condition that required specialist care. The doctors needed a complete family medical history, both maternal and paternal. Standard procedure, routine, or so everyone thought. Arjun submitted his information without hesitation. But when the paternity results came back as part of the broader genetic workup, the room went very still. The DNA test didn't just reveal Riya's medical history. It revealed that Arjun was not the biological father of any of the 3 children. Not one, the triplets, Meera's babies, the children she had died bringing into the world, had a different biological father entirely. The doctor delivered the results quietly, professionally, but the impact in that hospital room was anything but quiet. Arjun's face turned white. Priya, sitting beside him, said nothing for a long time. The entire foundation of her victory crumbled in that moment. She had replaced a dead woman in a house, in a bed, in a family, and it turned out none of it was ever hers to take. The irony was devastating. Meera, whom Priya had dismissed as a naive wife who lost, had never betrayed Arjun at all. She had simply loved someone before. Arjun, who the record showed was the biological father, a man who had passed away years earlier in an accident, whose family was traced through the medical records and came forward with open arms and full hearts. Meera's mother was contacted. Meera's sister was called. Meera's family, who had been locked out of that yellow house, were suddenly the only people those babies had left who truly belonged to them. Arjun, faced with the full weight of his failures, made the only decent decision he had made in years. He signed over primary custody to Mira's mother, agreeing to financial support and limited visitation. Priya left quietly, no farewell, no explanation. The crown she had stolen turned to ash in her hands. And in that house, with the neutral art taken down and Mira's photographs restored to every wall, 3 babies learned to smile for the first time, surrounded by the family of the mother who had loved them, even before she knew their faces. Mira lost everything in her final moments, but in the end, her children found their way back to love. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe to Kindness True Stories, where every story reminds us that truth always finds its way home.